everybody, my name is Dogmas and welcome to a new video here on my channel. And today we are going to be talking about poipole, or pudding as I like to dub it. But yeah, poipole. This global thing was for Ash's 5th member in his Sun and Moon team. And it was with us for the grand total of, well, actually, for an entire season, actually. But anywho, when Blue got released, though, it was a sad moment in Pokemon history. Not just because we were saying goodbye to our Pokemon, but also due to the fact that Ash went back to full Pokemon, and with since Ash has completed his Grand Challenge already, and he has already obtained Middletown, we need that 6th slot. Now, what does that have to do with Poipole? Well then, I'm here to basically give my theories on how I think Poipole can come back. However, before we get into what I'm going to talk about how Poipole may come back, I'm going to go ahead and give a little history lesson to you all about Poipole. Poipole appeared in the final episode of the Sokoleo arc, basically a foreshadowing for what will be the next arc dedicated towards 2. And once we see Poipole basically going to Ultra Space, we knew that this thing was going to appear in some time in the future. It was only until the first Ultra Guardian mission where they had to take on Buzzwole where Poipole finally arrived along at the same time as Buzzwole. However, Pikachu was the only one to have encountered Poipole. And there were various moments, Pikachu and Poipole would just mess with Pikachu, and Pikachu would just question, what is this Pokemon? However, Poipole does disappear once more, and basically, for a good while actually, not gonna lie, like it was a while until Ash officially caught this thing, only until the episode he actually caught it. Which at that point in time, we see Poipole's personality grow. It's a prankster, it's mysterious, it's adorable though, it's like it's learning because it's not used to this new world it's in. We see very moments like this, like the moment where Dewpider, I say Dewpider, not Dewpider, Bubble. Various moments where it shoots its ink on Ash and the others, and we see that as an artist. We also get to see that Poipole does have emotions other than just playfulness. In the episode with the meteors, Poipole had to say goodbye because a meteor that it befriended died. Yeah, I'm not kidding, this thing died. It's the first time that Poipole has ever experienced a loss before. Since he spent most of his life in Ultra Space and in his home world, he never had to experience something like this until now. With that said, Poipole has learned how it feels to lose someone he cares for. And after that moment, we wind up seeing more and more development for Poipole, up when it finally learned some backstory within a few episodes before the big Nicole arc kicked off. During the episode where Mina made her debut appearance, we learned a bit more about Poipole's backstory, and during the Curva arc, this is when we meet the giant Nagaido. It basically states that it's the queen of the Nagaido nest, and that Poipole was sent away to go find a new home because the old home was slowly dying off because of what happened with the Crowsbell. However, because of what went down in the Crowsbell arc, Ash and the others managed to save Poipole and their world. And with that said, Poipole had to say goodbye to the others because it wanted to stay here and protect its friends. So with all that said and done, Poipole did leave a big mark in Pokemon history, not only being one of Ash's very first generalist Pokemon, at least in game terms. He also said goodbye to a legendary? I think all should be on legendaries, I think. I don't know. I don't think they are actually though, but who knows. But anyways, long story short, when Poipole left, many people questioned, will we ever see this thing again? My theory, here's one and I say yes, we are going to see Poipole return, probably before the league. And here are the few theories that I came up with. The first theory I have is this. Poipole falls off of a Swanna's back and lands on Ash. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Alright. I would call it if that ice went down. Just saying. But, no. My theory, for a few theories actually. The first theory is basically that Poipole just wants to revisit Ash. He just wants to re-see Ash. And around this time, it is the Alola League. The Alola League is about to begin, so that's one way I can see it. It just wants to go and see Ash. Or, my second theory, Kartana. Now I know what people are going to say. What does Kartana have to do with Poipole? My theory is this. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Go back. There you go. There we go. My theory is this with Kartana. There we go. Sorry. My theory with Kartana. My theory is this. What if Kartana goes to Poipole's world first? And when Poipole sees it, it will instantly want to attack it. However, during the battle, another Ultra Warma opens up and sends them back to Alola. Well, basically sends them back to Alola. And once they send them back to Alola, the Ultra Guardian will actually deploy because it's an Ultra Beast, and they'll also reconnect with Poipole. And the easiest way we can identify that this is Anna's Poipole is with the badge it has on around its neck or head. It's basically the Ultra Guardian badge, and that's our best bet to know to identify that this is that Nagaino. This is not Nagaino, Poipole. This is the Poipole that Ash befriended. And with that said, Poipole and Ash will work together, and around this time, Poipole will evolve into Nagaito to take down Kartana, and at that point in time, Nagaito decides they want to stay with Ash for a little bit. Because this will be around the time when the league begins, and Nagaito will be here for all of the major battles that Ash will need it for. So that's one theory, and now I'm going to go over the theory of how I can see this thing having to leave once again. And we are going to go into some sad territory though, so brace yourselves. The way I can see Poipole or Nagaino at this point having to leave Ash once again is the Queen Nagaino dies due to the old age it has, because they even stated it's an old Pokemon. Like, this thing is really old, and the reason this thing died, and obviously if it dies they need a new king or queen, and that will be Ash's Nagaino's duty to do. It will have to go and basically be the new king or queen for the Poipole nest, and basically protect all its friends and family it cares for back in its home world. And with that said, with that newfound responsibility, Nagaino will have to leave Ash, and it will obviously be a sad moment, but a justifiable reason too, because one, as much as love loves Ash, so with that said, everybody, that is my theory of how I think, one of my few theories, I think how Poipole will indeed, like, coming back, go and leave Ash again, to basically become the new emperor of the Nagaino nest. Now then, time to talk about another theory I have. My second theory comes into the forms of the same thing, Kartana. However, Poipole wanted to defend its friends and its nest, and evolves into Nagaino and chases Kartana into the wormhole, and thus meets Ash, and obviously it has the badge. Those are my best bets how I think Poipole will come back to Ash's team, because I feel like this team will have a good shot to come back to for the league. And plus, Silver was not around, so yeah. So with that being said, everybody, let me know. What do you guys think about my theories? Do you guys think Nagaino or Poipole or Pudding? I'm going to think Pudding. Do you guys think Pudding has a sure shot to come back? And if you do, let me know your theories. I would love to hear everyone's theories on how they think Poipole will come back to Ash's team in time for the league. So with that said, I'll see you guys later.